In this video, we will go over resources. Resources is something that we spoke about earlier. You can think of it as your personal library of materials. If I click on resources, you'll notice that there is a folder structure in here. You can create materials directly in here, or you can add them from your classes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a resource, and it's going to be just a folder. And I will title this Yearly Tech 1 Materials and give it a little description. Okay. So now when I click create, I have my folder here. So now I will head to one of my classes and I will drill down into my Tech 1 folder, into my Week 1 folder, and say, okay, this assignment here, the parts of a computer, this is definitely something that I'm going to use every year. It's a nice introduction to my tech course. So when I click on the settings gear here, I am going to save it to resources. And once I click that, it's going to put it into my home collection, which is where everything lives. And then I'm going to select a folder. This is that folder that I created, the Yearly Tech 1 Materials. And then the item name is here. So when I click Save Copy, you can see up at the top, parts of computer has been successfully saved into your resources. So now when I click resources and go into that folder that I created, there is my assignment. Now I can take this right here and I can add it to a course. So now if I select here and go into one of my other courses, I'll select this Sandbox 2. You can notice that it doesn't just add it, you can add settings to it. So I could say, yes, let's put this in my Week 1 folder. Here's my point value. I can set a due date if I want to. So I could set a due date of the 27th, and I'll set that for 2:45 p.m. I can create my category. Now for that class, notice that there are no other categories because I did not set them up for that class. And I could set the period, and if I want to enable submissions for it. I may not want to do that right away, so I'll uncheck that. Now if I click add, when I visit that class, which will be the Sandbox 2, and drill down, there goes my parts of a computer. The other thing you could do is you can build out an entire folder structure and add that to your resources. So this folder here, this Tech 1 folder, already has subfolders and materials. If this is a folder that I am going to use every single school year, I could take the entire folder, save it to resources. And again, I want to make sure I put it in the correct place. So here's my Yearly Tech 1 Materials. It's showing me here, it's going to take all of these materials and save them. Now if I click save and click resources, notice that now my Tech 1 folder is there, and then all of my materials. So as you're building out your materials in a course, it's good practice to keep this in mind, because this ultimately, if you build out your resource folder, you can save yourself a lot of work each year if you plan to use certain materials over and over.